Over the last 10 or so years, education technology evangelists have made some remarkable claims about how new technologies will transform educational systems. In 2009, Clay Christensen of the Harvard Business School predicted that half of all secondary school courses in the United States would be online by 2019, and that they'd cost 1/3 to provision as a traditional course, and they'd provide better outcomes. Sal Khan of Khan Academy proposed in a TED Talk that he could use short videos to reinvent education. Sebastian Thrun of Udacity said that in 50 years, we'd have only 10 institutions of higher education in the whole world. Sugata Mitra claimed that students didn't even need schools or teachers, and that groups of children with access to the internet could just teach anything themselves. And then in 2020, the world was blighted by a terrible pandemic. Schools serving over 1 billion learners shut down. It was a moment that technologists had promised for years could be transformative. But for most learners and families, remote online learning has been a disaster. I have a new book, Failure to Disrupt: Why Technology Alone Can't Transform Education, from Harvard University Press, which tries to explain why these hyped new technologies haven't delivered on their promises, and to imagine a better future. In the first half of the book, I trace the history of 3 genres of learning technologies: instructor-guided courses like massive open online courses or MOOCs, algorithm-guided tools like adaptive tutors, and peer-driven communities like learning networks on the open web. I explain the technologies, the pedagogies, and the research behind these tools, and try to explain where they work and where they falter. Very new technologies are rarely really new. Since the earliest days of mainframe computers, computer scientists and educators have partnered to try to teach people using computers. If you understand this long history of education technology, you can make good predictions about what to expect from some new tool or new service. And in this long history, there are 4 dilemmas that have consistently hindered efforts to transform education with technology. The curse of the familiar describes the difficulty of bringing truly novel approaches to teaching and learning into conservative school systems. The EdTech Matthew effect predicts that new technologies disproportionately benefit the affluent. The trap of routine assessment observes that many education technologies rely on automated assessments, but computers can't assess many of the most important things that our students learn. The toxic power of data and experiments highlights how new technologies are powerful platforms for research and A/B testing, and these techniques can be used to dramatically improve computational systems, but only if communities are willing to tolerate risks to privacy and a growing surveillance over education. Fundamentally, these 4 dilemmas recognize that technology alone can't transform schools, but technology can play a role in helping educators and communities build better learning systems. For parents and families, Failure to Disrupt will help you understand what technology can and can't do in this strange moment we're in. For educators and school leaders and college administrators, Failure to Disrupt will give you new tools and frameworks for understanding technology use and adoption. For researchers and technology designers, Failure to Disrupt points to some of the most important challenges in education technology. The book will be released on all your favorite online bookstores on September 15th, and you can learn more and join our free virtual book club at failuretodisrupt.com.